been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dreams.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
philsgang.com is not the only way you can stay in touch with what we do throughout the day. With today's social media, you can stay up to date with Phil's Gang current events. You can find Phil's Gang on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and more. Phil's Gang Radio Show is broadcast live Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and Phil's Gang Social Media, keeping you connected.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot. at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com.
What are you, nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, what, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com. You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in a down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. You know, I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
I think there's going to be a catalyst to get this market roaring, a very strong rally.
Yeah, a catalyst, sure. And what was the catalyst? The Bank of England says that they had to bail out the pension funds because the pension funds, as the rates continue to rally, they loaded up, they leveraged themselves with zero interest rates. And now that the rates were being hiked, it was putting the pension funds in peril, and they could go, broke, become illiquid. But wait a minute. Hold on a second. Isn't that strange timing? Now, I don't understand that. That's just happening now? What about when they started to raise rates in 2015, especially 2018? Why not then? Oh, they weren't in trouble then. Just now, 4 weeks before the election. Now, I told you that when they came out with that announcement, matter of fact, before they came out with an announcement, and here's what I said. We're going to break the June 17th low. They're doing everything to try to keep us away from it. Not only are they going to try to break through it, try to make sure we don't break through it, they're going to do anything they can as we get closer and closer to the election. We're about 8 weeks out right now. They're going to do anything they can to rally the market. Powell's under a lot of pressure from the president. So be prepared for a snapback, okay, off of this low. So, and that's, it's going to happen, believe me, okay? And that's good because snapbacks in a downtrend spiral is an advantage for short sellers because these snapbacks give you velocity back to the downside. Okay, so just be prepared. Okay, so we're only 4 weeks now away. That was 8 weeks ago, I think I said that. Now, but I warned everybody. I said they're going to put a steel I-beam pattern in right underneath that June low. They're going to do anything and everything. And guess what happens? All of a sudden, the Bank of England makes the announcement they're bailing out the pension funds so they don't go belly up. Are you kidding me? To understand this, and also to understand why we should never have been in this situation where we've had this tremendous inflation killing people, this the volatility in the stock market, the crash, the 10 months of a market crash. It's not over yet. Oh, I know. You say, oh, look at the market. It's got to be over. I'll explain why it's not later. But to understand why the Bank of England made the announcement right now, 4 weeks before the election, and to also understand why this was all unavoidable. We didn't have to go through this. We should have a strong economy right now. Our GDP should be growing big time. We should be at 5%, not negative, or 1%. You got to go back in history to understand this. Now, remember, Yellen in 2014 became the Fed chair. Now, for the first time in 6 years, she decides to raise the rates in 2015. Why? Because she realized Bernanke, who was a liar, remember he told us how QE was going to be great. QE would help Main Street. Remember the Congress said, QE's going to help who? Will it help Wall Street more or Main Street? And Bernanke said, oh, certainly it's going to help Main Street, not Wall Street. He lied in front of Congress. So think about it. She gets the job. She's head of the Fed now. She's the chairwoman. It's now 2014. 12 months go by. She says, oh, my God, I just can't believe how much inflation there is because for 6 years, from 2008 to 2015, there's been no rate hikes. For 2008, think about it, 7 years, no rate hikes. No one is holding back inflation. Nobody's monitoring it. Nobody cares. It was done on purpose. Now, it was done for our owners and for the government, coming off the 2008 crash. For our owners, the 1/100th of 1% who control everything, they control 80% of the stock market. And remember, by controlling 80% of the stock market, their wealth increased, not just in stocks from your 2008, okay, up to that 2015, when there was no raising of rates to try to tamp down inflation. They were using inflation to increase their wealth. Not just stocks, but other assets, artwork, stamp collection, diamonds, exotic real estate, islands, farmland, timberland, coal. They were getting so wealthy. The government also, they wanted inflation because when they came off the 2008 crash, we had a historic national debt. And what was helping them with inflation, the value of our national debt would start going down without writing a check. The value drops. So when there's inflation, the value drops. So that means the 6 countries that we borrow money from, our debt to them starts going down without us writing a check. So Congress and our government, they love that. So everybody was lying to you for 7 years, telling you everything was fine. QE's working. Zero rates are working. Stock buybacks were working. For who? It didn't help the companies. The company was getting screwed. Didn't help the workers because all that money they used to put back into equipment and machinery and new buildings that would increase productivity, that would increase their wages, increase their standard of living. Now productivity has dropped to 72% because they didn't put that money in there. What did they do with the money? Stock buybacks. And inflation kept going up. So inflation drove this historic national debt. And it drove this value downward on that debt. So that worked for them, as I said. Now, all that expense, think about it, all went to Main Street. 70% of our workforce making less than $50,000 a year, they were getting poorer while the wealthy was getting richer. And you talk about income inequality. Now let's think about our wealthy. Our owners, the wealthy, over 7 years, their value went up $6 trillion. Over the same 7 years, our Main Street workers, 70% who make $50,000 a year and less, they lost $2.3 trillion. And even worse, they're losing money because of inflation. Like right now, with the inflation, every hour you work, if you're making $15 an hour or $1,500 an hour, 20%, you lose 20% of that money, of that hourly wage because of inflation. So we have to follow this timeline. Very interesting. And we'll do that when we get back on this break. And then you'll understand, I hope, for once, why this has been one big sham to increase the wealth of the very wealthy and to screw Main Street. And also government, our government knew all about it, was behind it. Bernanke was behind it. Powell's now behind it. But the important thing for us is, where do we go now? What's going on with this rally? Is it going to continue or stop? I'll answer that when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth. You get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun. What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, what, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Now, we're back to Phil Grandy and Phil's Gang. Check out the free 10-day trial that gives you full access to the Phil's Gang website with the Working Investor Plan. Learn more at philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. The big question in everybody's mind and everyone's mind, is this market crash over with? Are we in now for a big rally? We're going to be back to the good times. I'll answer that in a moment. I'll give you the answer to that. And how long is this rally going to hold? Everybody's asking. I'll give you the answer to that. But first, listen to this. Listen to this. This is unbelievable.
Since I took office, to your help, families are carrying less debt nationwide. They have more savings nationwide.
First of all, they're not carrying less debt. Their debt has gone up to a record $16 trillion. In 5 years, the debt's increased 50 trillion. The whole, all debt, global debt. What's he talking about? But listen to this.
Since I took office, to your help, families are carrying less debt.
Now watch this.
Even some of this revised data on consumer savings has, over the weekend, now it appears that the cushion of household excess savings is not what we thought it was.
And at the end of the day, the consumer looks immensely strong.
So, do you remember this cut? I kept playing it over and over. They're saying, look at the savings.
And at the end of the day, the consumer looks immensely strong. So much so that many people are willing to quit their jobs. They've got so much in savings.
And I went nuts. The Americans said, this is a lie. That was money that they were getting from all of Biden's social programs. And they're putting that money aside. They're getting paid double. If they stayed home, they got not only the unemployment check from the state and the Fed, they got another for the state, they got another check from the Fed food stamp, everything else. Everything was double. Of course they had savings. They didn't earn it. And they blew right through it. And now all of a sudden the White House comes out and says, well, we may be a little bit wrong. A little bit wrong. Are you kidding me?
Even some of this revised data on consumer savings has, over the weekend, now it appears that the cushion of household excess savings is not what we thought it was. Even some of this.
Give me a break. They knew that. They've been lying, but they can't keep lying. It's all coming out now. And Biden says we have all this savings. No, we don't. And he says we have less debt. No, our debt in the last 5 years is going up by $50 trillion. These people, he can't do anything but lie. It's unbelievable. And here again, here's the cut on the $50 trillion.
The question is the Fed going to continue to put stress on the global system? You've got 50 trillion more debt.
50 trillion more debt. And Biden?
Since I took office, with your help, families are carrying less debt nationwide. They have more savings nationwide.
He lied on both. This guy's unbelievable. So let's get back to, again, where are we going? Is this market going to continue to crash or not? Are we ready for good times again? Well, you got to go back and look at what's in history. And remember, as I told you, from 2008, for 7 years, up to 2015, there was no rate increases. They let inflation go wild. Why? Because it was helping, number one, the pension funds, because they love they can leverage that low interest rates. It was helping, of course, our government, because that meant all their debt they owed to our 6 lenders was going down in value. Are you kidding me? And the wealthy, were they getting wealthier? Oh my God, that inflation. Not only were the stock market going up because of the inflation, but all their assets going up. But what's happened to Main Street? They got screwed. So here's what happened. 2014, Yellen becomes the head of the Fed. Now, she gets in 2014, looks around and says, my God, inflation's out of control. What the hell did Bernanke do? I got to raise rates. So she raised rates from 0 to a quarter, and then she went to 50. And then in 2016, she raised it 75 basis points. 2017, just 75 basis points. But 2017, she got nervous. She went 75 basis point, 1 point, 1 and a quarter, and 150. And then Powell comes in. He realizes how bad this inflation is, okay? And remember, rates are going up. And so he takes over from Yellen in 2018, and he raises rates from Yellen's 150 to 175 to 2% to 2 and a quarter to 2.5. So don't tell me that the Bank of England is now just announcing that the pension funds may be having trouble because rates are going up. Look what the rates were doing to the pension funds going back from 2015. For God's sakes, to 2018. In 2018, remember I said to you in 2018? I want everybody to mark down this date, January 16th, today. That Phil Grandy said, on this date, January 16th, this is the beginning of the stock market crash. And what happened? In 2018, just as we're going to the last quarter, we had the biggest crash. In fact, it was a record crash. No other crash happened in December that was this bad. Now, and that's why I said to you on January 16, 2018, even before the crash, I could see what was going on with all these interest rate hikes. After 7 years, they finally raised rates. We were heading for a crash. And then, of course, you know the rest of the story. 2 years later, we had the big crash, 2020. Now we're in one of the biggest crashes ever. Now the question is, what's going to happen? Well, remember, they made a huge mistake. Lowering these rates, okay? Lowering these rates. And then the 7 years we didn't have any rate hikes. But then when they started to raise rates, from 2018, 2019, 2020 after he lowered. Remember, he lowered them first. Powell lowered them first. After he took over from Yellen in 2015, or 2008, remember, he started to raise rates. And then he turned around and decided to lower them to zero in 2019, 2020. What a mistake that was. When we get back, I'll tell you what's going to happen to this market in the future.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. It's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hey, good afternoon, gang. This is Steve Celeste here, the Director of Education for philsgang.com. Just giving you an easy step-by-step process on how to join the gang for 10 days for free with our Working Investor program. So it's as simple as going to www.philsgang.com. At the top of the site, you're going to click on Get Started. Once you're on the next page, simply click on the red banner where it says 10-day free trial, and that's all you got to do. All right, thanks for listening to the show, and I'll see you on the charts.
Join the gang. If you have been a member of the gang, you would have been prepared for this. One, when the market was going down for 10 months straight in a crash, we had our members short. And then when the Bank of England came out making this announcement that they're going to start buying bonds so that the yields now would go back down and the dollar would go down, the first thing before that happened, about a week and a half before that, I told my members we're going to have a snapback because the market was down now 10 months. The S&P was down about 23%. The NASDAQ was about 30%. And I said to them, oil is what you got to look at. I said, oil. I said, I've been in this business for 55 years. And I told you this too. I said, oil, once it breaks about from its high, gets down about 40%, we always have rallies. And what starts the rally is oil. So we had them in oil stocks before this started, before this announcement. We had them in Hess. We had an MPC, BP, Conoco, MRO, and we also had them in gold. Why? Because if they're going to rally this market, they're going to be a snap back. They're going to have to lower the yields. And when you lower the yields, instead of raising them, when you lower those yields, the dollar comes down. So the stocks you got to be in are your commodity stocks. And guess what stocks? The first big rally we had yesterday, which stocks led the entire market? My oil stocks. So we were in those stocks before the rally happened. And before the rally happened, we had a group of stocks we go over every day, which was oil, okay, banks, our builders, okay, and our tech stocks, and of course our gold. So we were already prepared. We already anticipated this, just like we anticipated that the market was going to crash in starting 2018. It did the last quarter because you could see it. I mean, for God's sakes, they're raising rates for 7 years, from 2008 to 2015. They didn't raise any rates. They let inflation go wild, and then from 2015, okay, they started to raise rates. My God. Quarter, 50, 75 basis points, 75, 1 point, 1 1/4, 150, then 150, 175, 200 points, 2 1/4, 250. Are you kidding me? And they're telling me the Bank of England that they just discovered their pension funds were in trouble because they're raising rates against their the low interest that they've been paying on their loans. Give me a break. This was done on purpose 4 weeks before the election because, as they always do, the Bank of England and the Fed always work together when there's a crisis. Are you telling anybody believes this rally started right now because the Bank of England just decided they'd better save the pension funds? When in 2018, for God's sakes, we had the biggest crash never before in a month of December. In a month of December, and Yellen started to raise rates then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times to 2.50, 2.50, 2.5%. Are you kidding? The pension funds were getting killed then? Of course. Were they going insolvent then? Sure. This would have never happened if there wasn't an election. Believe me. All right, let's move on. What are we going to do in the future here? All right. Well, the first thing let's square away. We got screwed big time. The huge mistake is when Powell gets in, the first thing he does 2019, he lowers rates back from 250 to 0. And he did the same thing in 2020. This whole mess could have been avoided if all they did for those 7 years, 2008 to 2015, is just control inflation. And if Powell in 2019, 2020 didn't drop rates from 2.5 back to 0. This was all planned to make the wealthy wealthier. So what's going to happen now? Please take a look at your volume, okay? This thing is not going to last. Anytime you have an aggressive rally like this, in a downtrend, in a severe downtrend channel, the bigger the rally, the more aggressive the rally, the shorter time it survives. So how do you know when it's going to break? Well, first of all, you had to be, if you're chasing the stocks, you're too late. If you're chasing the oil stocks and you're chasing the gold stocks, and even bank stocks will start moving up because they love low interest rates in the beginning. Then if the economy's good, the economy goes, bank stocks even do better. But right now, if you got into the oil stocks and into the gold stocks and into some of the tech stocks, if you're chasing these gap ups right now, you're going to lose money. You're going to lose money. So the bottom line is this. You're going to see, keep watching the S&P. Watch the volume. If you go look at the volume right now, when the market closes tonight, you watch. Take the last 4 days. You're going to see we have more sellers than buyers. Take, which is more important than anything, IWM. More sellers than buyers. If you take the Qs, okay, take a look at the Qs. More sellers than buyers. If you just look at the Qs and the spiders, for God's sakes, that you always look at, more sellers than buyers. They're going to start running out of buyers. Here's the problem. If you go look on a chart, the buyers that they had from 2020 to 2021, we got half the buyers. Why? Because the rates back then were 0 again. And that's when we had the big tech rally, went up 123%. And the wealthy made, I think, on that rally, $3.5–4 trillion, and Main Street lost like $2.5 trillion. And now if you go look at the volume, as I told my members for the last week, look at the volume as this market crashed, there's not enough buyers. And if there's not enough buyers, how do I know that? I go take a look at my spider volume. We got more sellers than buyers. And I just told you, Qs, we got more sellers than buyers because there's not enough buyers around. That's the problem. So this is not going to last. Now, it doesn't mean that Powell can't come in and be stupid again and say, you know what, we're going to pivot too. We're going to go back to 0 rates again. We're going to do QE again. If he does that, the market will rally up through the election. Up through the election. And then we're going to have the biggest crash ever. Ever. All this is doing is delaying the crash. Just delaying it for maybe a week. Now, they also time this to go into earnings. Remember, stocks always go up during earnings season, even if they're not making money, even if their earnings are lousy. Why? Because they do a little trick. I beat estimates by 1 penny. Beat estimates by 1 penny. A company loses $40 million, but they beat estimates by 1 penny. Stock goes up. That comes down later on, a month later or whatever. But that's the trick they do. That's the trick they do. And then the banks, what they do is they take money from their account set aside for bad loans, and they shift it over to the bottom line. They're the only group that can do that. So if their profit's $1 million and they wanted to show $2 million to move the stocks up, they take $1 million from the $10 million they have set aside for bad loans, and they just shift it to their bottom line. All of a sudden, magical. So this market is going to crash regardless. This game, I'm telling you, this is a game that was played by our Fed and, of course, Bank of England. Because Bank of England, just think about it. Ask yourself the question, why now are they coming up and saying, we got to help the pension funds. Interest rates are going up. It was a more severe situation when interest rates were going up from 2015 to 2020, for God's sake. They didn't say anything about that then, did they? You'll see. This market, there's a lot of surprises left, but it's going to end up down.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in down market. That will change once you use my Patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Listen, if you weren't in tech stocks, if you weren't in our bank stocks, and if you weren't in our builders and our oils and our gold, and remember, oil and gold is leading the whole pack, do not chase these, because go look tonight on your volume. That's the most important thing. Don't look at the... I sent an alert to my gang members saying, will you stop looking at the bug on TV? Who the hell cares if the Dow's up 758? That does what... You don't look at that. That's in the rear. That already happened. The market is forward-looking. And to find out how hard this rally is going to go, you got to go take a look at the volume in this rally. And we got more sellers than buyers, for God's sakes. And also remember how it works. If you're going to have a key reversal where the market, that downtrend for 10 months is now going to turn around and go straight back up, you got to test. The first day, you need the volume to go up. The second day, you need the volume to be more volume than the first day. And here's the key reversal. The third day, the volume has got to be up more than the first 2 days. If you don't make that test, you're not going to have a key reversal. This is not a key reversal. This is a big short covering rally. It's a big scam created between Powell and the Bank of England. Because for God's sakes, just think about this. If the Bank of England, New England came out, and I keep saying Bank of New England, the Bank of England keeps coming out, and it came out and said, oh my God, we just discovered the pension funds are in trouble because their interest rates have been low and now they're raising rates. Oh my God, we got to bail them out. We got to bail them out. Go back to QE. Go back to zero rates. Are you kidding? When they raised them 12 times between 2000 and 12 times between 2015 and 2020. Why didn't they do something then? It's a whole lie. It's a scam. I'm telling you. But it doesn't matter to us. See, it doesn't matter if... See, when stocks went up, had this big move up for 2 days, you had to already be in the correct stocks. My members, we already had them positioned in oil. We had a list of oil stocks. I showed them, keep watching. This was last week. Keep watching these stocks. Oil is going to rally. Number one, it's going to rally because anytime that oil drops from a peak down 40%, they always rally. It's a rule of thumb. I've seen it for 55 years. And then if they're going to do this nonsense that they got to save the pension funds, okay, now they're going to have to drop rates. Well, what the hell? If they're going to drop yields, that drops the dollar, and what goes up? Commodities and tech stocks. Your banks love low interest rates in the beginning because that's when they start selling mortgages again and everything else. And then they love it when rates go higher as long as the economy's doing good. But this economy sucks. Now, understand this. Yesterday, they had a meeting, the Fed. It's called the Financial Stability Council. Okay? In other words, they know that this economy is so unstable, they're trying to make a decision. Do we now pivot and do the same thing? Do we now make an announcement that we're going to go ahead and go back to zero rates? That was yesterday. And they won't give the notes of the meeting out. They don't want anybody to know their conversation. Now, you see, being a gang member, you're not going to have to worry about any of this. Because if this goes up more because of some BS or they decide to go back to zero rates, we're already ahead of it. We're already in the proper stocks. If it's going to go down, we're all set. We know how to sell short. But for the people in 401ks or anybody that invest in stocks and you don't know what you're doing, or anybody who's listening to your brokers, oh my God, you're getting killed. All they can say to you, come on in and we're going to readjust your portfolio. Let's rebalance your portfolio. What they're saying is, let's rebalance your portfolio so I can make more money. Oh, no. We'll ship you to bonds. And they always try to put you in bonds. Because they make more money in bonds. We got to change this around so you got 60% bonds, 40% stock. Oh, give me a break. And then they put you in these stupid defensive stocks like Coke and Clorox. They're all getting killed. There's no place to hide. Powell Bernanke is the one who started this mess by keeping rates at zero for 7 years, not raising rates once. And then Yellen got us in trouble because she's a coward and a liar, because she said inflation was transitory. If inflation was transitory, Yellen, then why the hell did you raise rates, from 2015, 25 basis points, then 50 basis points, then 75 basis points, another 75, another 100 points, 125 points, 150, because you knew it wasn't. And then when Powell took over from you in 2018, and he said the same thing, it's transitory. What a liar he was. Then why did he continue to raise rates 150 basis points to 175 to 2 to 2.25 to 2.5? Oh, but it was transitory. Then what the hell are you doing raising the rates? You raised rates to fight inflation. They all lied. Remember, the financial industry, I don't care who they are, the fake business networks, the Fed, they're all a pack of liars. They're just like our congressmen. They're just like our politicians. They never tell us the truth. And you know what? It doesn't matter, because I don't need to hear anything they have to say. I don't even want them to open up their mouths, because we know when their mouth is open, they're lying like hell. What saves you is following the money. The following the money is the truth. You want to find the truth? You want to know where this market's going to go? You want to know if this market's going to go higher or it's going to crash? You follow the money. But you got to learn how to do it. You got to learn how to follow the money. Once you learn how to follow the money, you control. You're in control. But if you're sitting back and you don't know how to follow the money and you're relying on Wall Street, you're relying on brokers, are you out of your mind? How's it worked out so far when I told you buying the dip? Give me a break. And now what's happening is tomorrow everybody's going to jump into the stocks again. People that didn't get in last week or didn't get in yesterday, they're all going to jump in. So let's say tomorrow morning spikes up again. They're all going to jump in. They're all buying at the top. 90% of the people buy at the top. Look, join our gang, please, free for 10 days. And you're going to find when you join the gang, you're going to know how to buy stocks, because you're going to understand the market. Not somebody telling you, not somebody getting on and telling you, hey, listen, we got to, getting advice, okay? The typical advice from Wall Street, right? Like this. Yeah. And then you got another thing going against you. You have no fiduciary relationship between you and whoever's taking care of your money. Are you nuts?
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
Begins with our partners and our shareholders, and we screw you on Main Street. Yeah, our partners, our shareholders, the big shareholders. They're not talking about the guy with one share. We think they're talking about the guy with one share. No, they're talking about their biggest shareholders, the members of the board. They're always taken care of. Please answer this one question in your own mind. Why now? Why now would they announce that interest rates going up are now making the pension funds insolvent, when we had a whole slew of interest rates, as I said, 12 of them, between 2015 and 2020. And then he turns, and you want to know when he really killed us? Powell killed us when he turned around and he started to lower rates in 2019, 2020 back to zero, because he wanted one big tech rally in 2020 after the market crashed. And he rallied the market up to 2021, January. The market went 123%. And the wealthy, I think their wealth increased by, I think it's like $6 trillion or $7 trillion. And Main Street got screwed like $2 trillion. They lost money, their value. And so if Bernanke continued to fight inflation for those 7 years, that interest rates were at zero, instead if he fought inflation, secured inflation, we wouldn't be in this problem. If Yellen told the truth when she made all those rate hikes, she said, I'm making the rate hikes because inflation is going to be a major problem for us. Instead, she says, no, it's transitory. And then Powell comes in. No, it's transitory. And then Powell drops rates to zero when he knows we got an inflation problem. Look, join my gang. None of that stuff you'll have to listen to. See, but that's what you're listening to. That's what you're making your decisions on. Especially when you go down and sit with your planner or your broker. Are you kidding me? Hey, take responsibility yourself. You have an option to a 401k. Why don't you just stay with the spiders all year long? So when they go down, you make money. Go to my site, philsgang.com, and please sign up for Working Investor right where it says Get Started. See you on the chart.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600.